everyone. Today I came with a new topic, new Salesforce topic of flows and screen flows in the Salesforce. Okay, so I'll explain today screen flows with a data table. Okay, with the new actual scenario. It may be a actual scenario or it's one of the small scenario. Okay, so the concept is here. I just want to show a one data table. Once you click on the one of the quick action, that has to realize the flow. That flow has to show this task, these cases, all the four cases, and then uh, we have to create a task for all the four cases. Each and every case should have a one task. So this will be the multi-clicking work, right? So each and every time has to open and create a task. So instead of that, the same subject we are assigning to the same person, why can't we create a small screen by selecting, allowing to the select the users to which case you want to be task has to be created. Okay, so let's jump to the flows. So from the setup, I'm just finding the flows. I'm in the flows page. I'm just creating a new flow. So first of all, we need the main thing is we have to pass this account ID to the flow. Reason was we have to fetch this 4 case which is relevant to the account, right? So first what we have to do, so we have to select here the screen flow, click on create a screen flow to pass a record ID to screen flow. We have to create one variable. Okay, the variable name should be API name should be record ID. Then only you can auto that Salesforce will be take care automatically to pass the ID. So I'm just creating the new variable. I'm just allowing to the input. It's not required for output. Okay, so I have created a record ID. So next thing is we have a record ID. So we need these cases, right? So what I will do, I'll just select. I want to get the record. I'll just select the get record. Get case records. Okay. The IP name will be the get case record. Object name is case. Where condition is where. Sorry, account ID. So account ID is storing in record ID, correct? So now we have the record ID. We need all records automatically store all the fields. Yes, there is no sorting. Okay, so what next? So now we got records, right? Now that records we have to show on a screen. So I've just selected a screen here. I'll show. I'll write the label bulk task creation. Okay, and then header configuration, show header, and then footer configuration, I don't want the pause button. This pause button is not required for me. I'll just check the next finish button. Yes, next finish button is required. And previous button is not required. Pause button is not required. Okay, done. What is the flow label? Bulk task creation. Okay, so this is done. Now I want to display the data table. Okay, so for data table we have a component called data table here. Just drag and drop the data table. So the data table name is case count related case. Okay, count related cases. So it should be the API name. So I'll just mark this as a underscore and then data table name. Use the same label as the table header. Okay. So next, I want to the source. Source is coming from where get record. We are getting a, we did the query, the records, right? The same records. Okay, and then show the search bar. If you select this, the search will be available here. And then now configure the rows. So we need to allow to select the multi-selector rows. Okay, and then what is it is if you select the multi, then it will be allowed to the select the multiple. If you select the only one record will be allowed to the select. View only means it will not allow the selecting. That means if you select any one of these, there will be the either radio button or checkbox will become. So for now I want to select multiple records. Reason was I want to be create a bulk task for related to the okay, so configure the columns. So we are configuring the columns now. So I want to the case number first. I want to the case number first. Custom column label. If you don't want to see this case number, you want to set ticket number something, then use this tick bar and write the. For now, I don't want, so I'll done this. I want to add one more column here, the status of the task. Okay, status of the task. Here also I don't want to the custom label name here, and then third one is I want to add a open date. Case open case origin. Okay, for now we'll add the case origin. Okay, then three columns I'm showing here. Okay, and then set okay visibility. So whenever if you want to be render only on particular actions in the above of this data table, then you can use this and show the criteria when it has to be show the data table. That is a visibility criteria. So in advance, so advance is manually assign the variables. So refresh input. So whenever if you change the anything, then refresh the data set data table. Then you can use this one. Okay. So now our data table is finished. I'm just clicking it done. Yes, it's done. So our next concept is let me save it and run it. What is coming here? I'll give a name bulk task for case. Okay, so I'll just save it Now I'm just jumping onto the count object. Reason was we have to create a quick action. Okay, so I'll go for account and then buttons and links. See the quick action. Select the flow here and then flow name is okay. Flow name will not be visible. Reason was we haven't activated the flow. I'll just activate and I'll come back. Just refresh here. I'll just refresh here and then I will select again. Select the flow. Then my flow name is visible here. Bulk task creation for case. Okay, so bulk task creation. Let's say I'll go for page layout. We'll go back again. Accounts. We'll go for page layout. So I hope this is our current page layout. I'll go for light mobile and lightning actions and then I'll search for bulk task creation. Okay, so this is not enabled. Let me enable this. I'll just drag and drop and I'll click save. I'll refresh the account record. Okay, so our button is visible here. A quick action is visible here. So when I launch this quick action, there should be in a data table. These four cases has to be visible. Let's launch. Okay. Okay. So why it is not visible? Let's debug this. So how to debug? So just go and run the debug. Okay. Might be done here. So something went wrong, right? So I'll just check what is went wrong. Count ID equal to record ID. Okay, might we have given a record ID. I should be the capital RECORD record ID. Okay, so it should be available for input and output and save it and activate it and then refresh the same count. So what was my intention is might be here the account ID is not passing to the flow. Okay. See now it was the mistake was what I have done is I have given a small I. So make sure it should be the capital I. So the account related contact, so related cases. So we can able to select how many records you want. So it will show here. See, four items selected. In four items, three items are selected. Even if you want, you can search based on whatever you have a text here. Okay. So for now, I selected the web. Its origin web cases scheme. So if I selected, if I search with closed, will show the all closed cases. If you know the case number, search with case number. Okay, so whatever. It is a out of box given by the Salesforce. Okay, so now our next task is we have to create a task which we have selected a cases. Okay, let's jump onto the one more screen flow. In this screen flow, we have to task info. So we have to provide a task info here. So again, it should be the previous button is required. Headers, let it be there. Show the footer. Yes, footer has to be visible. Finish button has to be visible. And then previous button has to be visible. Pause is not required. Okay. Okay, so now we have to provide subject for the task. See, so now let's assume you are going to create a task on a case. Okay, open activity, new task. What are the fields is required here? Assign to status. Status will come by default, I think. So subject, we have to provide the subject and related to and due date, and then priority. So I feel the priority will become okay. We will show all the fields here, whatever it's visible. Mhm. So I need a task fields correct here. I need a task fields. So let me go to fields. I'll just create a task obj. I'll tell you what I'm doing here. I'm just creating an instance of the task so that I'll get all the fields here. Okay. So this is the task record. Whatever I have given, that will be stored in that. But at the end, we have to create a multiple task. So I'm not selecting here a list component. It's a like temporary record. This one. Okay. So whatever fields we need now, we have to just drag and drop on the uh, corner on detail page. Okay. So now we have one more option here. We have one more option called section. So I'll just use the section. Why the section is I don't want to the I want to the divide the page into the two. So I'll just uh, create a one more column so that we can add a two columns here. Okay. So I need a due date. Due date should be then right. I need a I need a subject. I need a subject. I need a subject. I need a subject. Yes. Due date. Let me find the subject. What will be the backend field? Subject. Find the subject actually. Okay, let me find an object. What is the API name of the subject? Most of the time, it will be the subject only. I'm just finding why it's not visible there. Yep, it should be the subject. That because of I don't know why it's not visible the subject here, but yes, it's fine. We can use our text field. Yeah, text field subject. Okay, and then what other fields we need? Status. Oh, look, like quick list values are not coming here. Okay, I think subject and due days is enough. If you want, you can add other fields. There is some fields is not visible. It might look like this. The all are pick list values. Okay, so if you see here, the task and status is a pick list value. These fields are not coming on the field section. If you know, please comment below why it is not coming. Okay. Okay, let's jump to the. Oh, I need one lookup field here. The reason why I'm using the lookup is I want to assign the cases. I want to assign the task to the so and so user. Okay, I'm just selecting a lookup. I'll add that lookup here. To whom it has to be, assigned. The lookup API name is ASIG, assigned to. Okay, so yeah, might be your question. So why can't we use the assigned to fields which is available here? Yes, assigned to it's not here. That's why I'm going and selecting the lookup here. Okay, now field API name is I will say okay, on task assigned to, right, what ID? Assigned to will come as a what ID, right? Assigned to come as a what ID? I'll go here. I'll write what ID. Sorry, what it is. Field API name, it's saying the owner ID. Okay, let's go and write a owner ID only, not a lab. And then I'll say here assigned to. Okay, and then object API name. I'll say task, and then minimum section record ID. It's not required. Record collection. It's not required. Required. It's not required. Okay, task. What it's saying, object task is not supported to the UI. Okay, account. I'll say user. I'll say user look like you don't have access to field. Okay, even I'll go by. I just want to hear the account user lookup, right? So I'll select. I'll give account object. Okay, so this will be visible. Okay, so now I'm just clicking on done. What is the next? What is next? We have to loop it. in each and every case that has to create a task. So that task has to be stored in a one of the collection, right? So I'll just select the variable. The variable type should be the record. Okay, the record, it will be the task, it will be available for input and output. Name of the is list of task. Okay, allow multiple variables, yes, that then only it will be the collection. Okay, now one more is temporary record. Okay, we have already temporary record, but yes, I don't want to use the temporary record. Yeah, we'll use the temporary record, that's fine. Okay, next, what we have to do now, we have to loop the all the cases which is selected values. Okay, loop for selected cases. The collection is, it will be come from the account data table selected rows. Okay, so first in first out, done. Okay, so what we have to do each and every time, so what we have to do for each and every time is, first we have to assign the variables, assign variable, that means creating a task. Okay, so we have one temporary task object, task object assigned to, so we have, what are the fields we are selecting there? Due date, correct? Okay, owner id we have equal to owner id on a lookup, assigned to lookup record id. Okay, and then we have a subject, again the same, task dot subject. So subject is coming from, we have input subject text field, right? So that text field I'm mapping here, and then due date. So due date, so we have due date option here. Okay, already the same due date already there, but I'm assigning again whatever we have selected. Okay, so this is done. This, then what we have to do, okay, one more thing we have to assign here, assign to account is done, but related to we haven't added here, right? So let's add for task related to, which is what ID. So what ID should be current loop selected record ID, correct? So where it is, case ID. Okay, so now done. Next, this again we are assigning add to the list, add to the list. So whatever we have a collection, right? This is a list of tasks. Here, add. What we have to add? We have to add a single record, correct? So this task we have to add. Okay, done. So creating a looping a cases and creating a list is done. What next? What next? We have to create a task, right? So we have create record method. Create task is the name. Multiple records. Record collection is available in a list of tasks. Okay, done. Next, what if you get any error? What to do? If you get any error, that means false path. So if you get any error, what should yeah false? If you get any error while creating a task, we just show the one small error on a screen. So this will be the error screen. Error error screen. Okay, so footer will be so it's to be frank, previous should be there, but pause should not be there, and then next finish should be there. Okay, that is this, and then we have to display some text, correct? So I'll just show one text here. Error message. I'll say error. Okay, and then something something went wrong. Something went wrong. Yes, something went wrong. So we have to show the error message here, right? So the error message, whatever we have done, that will be available on the create record create task, right? So from that create task. So I'll just highlight this red color. This will be in the red. Okay, so then this will be in a black with a bold, and then this will be in a red with the same context. I'll, I'll increase the, and then I want it should be the visible in a middle of this screen. Okay, so done. I'll save it. Okay, so our flow almost done. Just activated this. We'll do now testing. Okay, so I'll just refresh my page. So I'll just open. So okay, we have okay, we are on case actually. I'll just quickly jump to the account. Okay, this is the account, right? Sorry, this is the account. We have, okay, this is not right account. I'll jump further, which I have shown you last time, the same account which has the three, four cases. Okay, so this is our button. I'll just select only the mostly the real time scenarios. Mostly the closed cases will not do any work actually. Okay, but for now it's just like example. So I just taken a closed cases. Okay, so I'm just giving it a task subject task per call. I'll give it due date for fifth. Assign to whom you want to assign. I'll say the Kamal. There is a one user, that's why it's showing only one user. Okay, next. So actually it's done. There was no end screen. If there is any error, then only end screen. So if you want, you can create the end screen. Okay, so what happened now? So the cases got created at the cases uh, which we have selected for them. The task is created not. We'll just check. So I'll just open which is not, which is closed cases. Okay, so this is a case. I'm going to related case. Yes, task for call, due date. Okay, and then related case, task for call, due date, same. This is a closed case. Yes, task for call, due date. These are all existing tasks. Please ignore those things. This there will be no task. Reason was we haven't selected this case. Okay, so this is what I want to be explain as part of today's session. Thank you everyone. Please do like and subscribe. That will be the help from your side. I'm expecting. Thank you.